What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. So this is just like a mini update video of my Geargia deck profile. This is more of like a Geargia with gadgets, so like Gadget Geargia kind of deck profiles. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. I didn't really get any Raging Tempest cards, so I don't have Zodiacs or anything like that. I'm not sure how they work with Geargia, but just a standard build, I call it. Just a small update from my last one if you guys didn't see my last deck profile. But yeah, in this one we just added like some couple gadgets, just change it up a bit, just so you have like, I don't know, a bit more constant rank 4s. But yeah, let's jump into this. Any improvements, let me know in the comments below, guys. Love to hear them. We'll start with the 3 armor. You gotta play him if you're gonna play Geargia. He's a searcher for Geargia. Any Geargia monster you search out when you flip face up. He has good 1900 like defense stats, pretty good. His attack sucks, but you can attack with him. The main phase 2 do his effect to flip him face down. If you want, you can use him to make a rank 4. He's pretty good. Play him at 3 if you're gonna play Geargia. 3 Geargiarsenal. Pretty good card. I'd recommend you play him at 3. It's like playing 6 armor basically, because you can tribute him. And then supposed to summon one of the Geargias from your deck by tributing him. And then he gets a 200 bump up for each Geargia on the board. So he's actually not too bad. I see some people playing up 2, but you want to play a certain amount of monsters. I take some of the other ones out from the last deck profile, I'll let you know when we get to them. But Triple Accelerator, pretty good. If you open 2 of them, you could, or any other Geargia monster who's a level 4, you can go into Gigant X, no problem. Just his effect is basically if there's a Geargia monster, including himself, you can special summon them from your hand in defense. So if you open 2 of them, you have a rank 4. Pretty good overall. For Geargianos, because you gotta play them, in my opinion. Geargia MK-II, probably the best one. And then just a Geargiano to round that off. So I wouldn't play any more than that. That seems like quite a bit, but yeah. I don't like MK-III, I should mention. I think it's kind of limited. Same with Geargiagear, so I don't play those. But that's all the Geargia cards you're gonna need, in my opinion. You could try the Geargiagear. I know some people like that card, but not me, 100%. Really. But for our little gadgets, we're running 2 of each, 2 silver, 2 gold. They have the exact same effect, which I'll just read off for you guys. Which when this card is spelled or so summon, you can special summon 1 level 4 machine type monster from your hand, and this card is destroyed by battle or card effect. You can special summon 1 gadget monster from your deck except for gold. So you just grab silver dies, you grab gold. Pretty simple. Helps you get rank 4s. And then when he dies, you can get the other gadget. Pretty good. I wouldn't want to play more than that, because then with Geargia you have to run a certain amount of traps, so then you have to run less traps. So I think 2 and 2 should be pretty good. What we took out, this isn't in the deck profile, I should say, but we took out 2 tin goldfish. You could try those if you don't have the gadgets, but maybe 3 tin goldfish if you want to cut the gadget. You want more monsters, but only at 2. From the last deck profile. But continuing on, those just to mention again, those 10 goldfish weren't in the deck profile. Just to explain what we changed from the last one, and 1 effect veiler. We could probably change effect veiler because there's a lot of different hand traps now, like winter cherries or whatever it's called, and ghost ogre. I haven't really tested them. I do have the ghost ogre, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Set rounds of our monsters. I know I kind of went out of order on the spells last time, but we're gonna get it right this time. 1 limiter, because it's machine deck. You have to play that if you're playing machine decks. It's way too good not to. For back row, we got 1 of this MST. Twin Twister. You do have things you can discard, so Twin Twister is very viable. If I had another one, I'd get rid of the MST I just showed you guys, but since I don't, that gets rid of 3 cards, which is okay. Dark Hole, clear the board, super good. And yeah, I know I need to get a new Dark Hole. That one's super old, but it's the only one I got. Raigeki, really good. Soul Charge, really good. Just gets all your guys back, and you could XCs. Pretty much go for game with that. For traps now are 3 elves, 3 Geargia gear. Basically, if you don't know what Geargiagear does, suppose some of the Geargianos, and then their levels increase by 1, so you make a rank 4 with each of his cards. So it's like running 3 rank 4s, pretty much 3 rank 4s. You do have to, like, you can only resolve 2 because there's only 4 Geargianos, but with Fortune Tune and extra deck, you can you could recycle them back and make it live, or you can use a discard target for like Twin Twister. 3 Fiendish Chain, because stopping effects is really good, monster effects. So someone does Shadow Mist out or something like that, for example, you can Fiendish Chain them, and then that could just stop their turn right there. Or anything else that's effect you don't want to deal with. For 2 of double Karma Cut, pretty good. Basically, you discard 1 card, so that's where like triple Geargiagear, or maybe you want to discard Fiendish Chain if you don't need that many, but you discard 1, then target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls and banish that target, and all the ones in their same name in the graveyard, which is actually really good. Get rid of a lot of graveyard problems if you want to get rid of them. Double Call of the Haunted. Now, I see a comment, someone saying Iron Call, but I never got to test Iron Call. I see how Iron Call could be good, but I see how Call of the Haunted could also be better in some scenarios. I don't call it Iron Call, so I can't really say, but some worth noting. Going on, we got some 1-ofs, 1 Bottomless. Super basic, but it works. It's pretty good. Just if you don't know what it does, I'm sure everyone knows what Bottomless does, but when your opponent special summons a monster with 15 or more attack, destroy monsters with 15 or more attack, and if you do, banish them. I wish I'd just banish them instead of they get destroyed first, but what can you do? Traptrix, Trap Hole Nightmare, not too bad, but you could probably change this for a Compulse or put Compulse in. I'm not playing Compulse, but it works in Geargia pretty good. Maybe take out, I don't know, one of the Karma Cuts or something, but when a monster that was supposed to on your opponent, was supposed to on this turn, activates its effect on your opponent's side of the field, to get the effect if you destroy the card. Pretty good, because everyone who's gonna pretty much kill some of the monsters is gonna use the effect right away. So that comes up quite a bit. Time Space, just 1,000 to send the card back to the hand with the extra deck per monster. So if there's Pendulums, it might not be the greatest. If Pendulum like 4 out, that's 4,000. Not the greatest for that scenario, but if you just want to get rid of 1 card. Torrential Tribute, because sometimes Darkhold and Raigeki don't come up quick enough, and this is it's good to have as a trap form. I can see that coming back to 2 maybe on the ban list. We'll see. And then my double Solemn cards, 1 Warning and 1 Strike. Pretty simple. But yeah, that's gonna do it for our traps. What I took out from the last deck profile, I should let you guys know, is I took out 2 of the wiretaps and the 2-tin goldfish I showed you guys earlier. The reason I took wiretaps out is sometimes some decks don't run a lot of traps, so it can be pretty useless sometimes. So that's more like a side deck card if you really want to run it. But yeah, let's go into our extra deck. Kind of getting late, so we'll try to go through these quick. Utopic Future, pretty simple, pretty good card. If you don't know what he does, I'm going to just say look it up because his effect's kind of long and everything. But making with 2 Gigant X is pretty good card. I would recommend checking him out. If you don't know what he does, Fortune Tune basically is a good stall card if you only have Geargianos to work with. Basically, there's one way to shuffle the Geargianos back to make Geargiagear if you can't activate it because there's no Geargianos in the deck. This is one way to make it live again. Basically, with each standby phase you gain 500 life points, and then this card, you can't be targeted by card effect, and if you're destroyed by would be destroyed, you can tap 1 Xyz material from this card instead, and this card is sent from the field to the graveyard. Target 2 level 3 monsters in grave, shuffle them both the deck, and then you shuffle them back in the extra deck. So yeah, delays and sometimes get you some life points back, and it makes your Geargiar gears live again. So yeah, Acid Golem Destruction, like 3000 beater that you can make with the rank 3s. He's okay. He's cuttable for some cards. Gigant XG, he's not too bad. I'd say he's definitely playable at 1 extra deck, especially since it's a machine deck and he's a machine, so limit will work for him, so that's like 5,000. So yeah, you could detach and then during the battle step, and then it like negates some of the or all the opponent's like face-up cards, and it can't activate anymore basically. So he's not too bad. He's worth running. You have to play triple Gigant X in my opinion. I've been playing this deck for a long time, and I don't think, seems some people play 2, but I don't see the point playing 2 for the fact that you go through all of them pretty quick. And basically, he's a searcher of the deck, if you didn't know, and when he's destroyed, he gets special summon a level 3, or when he leaves the field when he leaves the field, he gets special summon level 3, which is your Geargianos from the graveyard. Play him at 3. I guess you could try to, but I always find 3 come up a lot. Duck Rebellion, Siege Dragon, really good card. Basically, just have someone's attack and then he gains it. Pretty good. When you detach. So if you can't get over something and they could be targeted, he's perfect. Abyss Dweller, if you don't want to deal with, I don't know, some kind of graveyard effect, can help you out there. Photon Papilloperative, as an okay card, it's cuttable. If you have like Emmer, Gagaga Samurai, I'll cut like him or possibly the Acid Golem Destruction, probably the Acid Golem. But once per turn, you detach 1 Xyz, and then material from this card, and then a defense position monster, and change the face-up attack position, and then it loses 600 attack. So I don't know, it has its uses. It's worth having at 1. Utopia, I don't have Utopia the Lightning, or I'd run him and Utopia the Lightning and cut maybe the previous card. But I don't know, Utopia is okay. Gagaga Cowboy for game. Pretty good, and this attack position effect's pretty good, but basically detach for 800 if you don't know what he does. But yeah, pretty good. Silent Honor Art, taking people's monsters is pretty good. Basically, you take a special summon monster your opponent controls. I believe it's special summon, I haven't read it in a while. In face-up attack position, and then you attach it to it. And then his other effect, which you get 1 material from taking their monster, he gets to protect himself, which is pretty useful. Gagaga Samurai is actually a pretty good card. It's slightly went up in price too since I bought it. I bought it for like super cheap, and it was like $2 last time I checked. But still pretty good card. Basically, you attack twice with him. 1900, and since the Geargia monsters don't have much attack, he's like perfect for Geargia or any rank 4 deck where the monsters don't have a lot of attack. And Castel, because this card is like really good still. But yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my like gadget Geargia deck profile. Not much changes from the last one. I wasn't gonna do this one, but I figured I would. I don't really know what else next deck profile I'm gonna do unless I do change to this one like I did in the previous one. But yeah, I'll probably do a Monarch deck profile in the future when they change the format completely, where with the link monsters and everything, I'll probably be doing a Monarch one for that, because they'll probably be pretty good. But yeah, that's about it, guys. If you liked the video or have any comments, some to change or all that stuff, cards I'm missing like Maxi, I just don't have and stuff right now. So any other cards you guys know, I'll leave in comments below. But that's it, guys. If you like the video, make sure to subscribe, all that good stuff. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.